Hi, this is Tracy Makarenko, and I have been offering you guided visualizations over the last several months, but I realized maybe what we need to start with today is how to meditate. And it's not that you can't go into a guided visualization and go into a meditative state. It's totally possible, and it happens all the time. In fact, we can go into a meditative state washing the dishes, driving the car, going for a walk. There's several ways where we go into that meditative state. But I thought today maybe what I'll do is really go through the process so you can get the most out of your guided visualizations, or you can start your own daily meditation practice. So there's just a little something I want to explain to you about meditation. So meditation is the art of creating a quiet mind and listening to the sound of silence. Many people get that confused with prayer. Prayer is actually talking to the divine, and where meditation is the act of listening and truly hearing what God or the universe or your higher self has to share with you. But it is during both of these times, whether you're in meditation or in prayer, that you end up having these sacred moments where you share information that affects you on a deeper level. It doesn't just have to do with the mumbo jumbo in your mind. You hear something that comes from some other place. And so just would like to really share with you how you can get to that place where, whether you are in meditation or in prayer, which typically is more of you speaking rather than you listening, you can get to those moments that will share something of a deeper nature with you. Maybe you get answers to a problem you're having that specific day, or you have an aha moment for a project you've been working on, and now you have an amazing solution to resolve that issue. And you'll find as you meditate daily, typically between 10 and 20 minutes even during the day, that you will start connecting in and realigning yourself with the higher being or God or the universe. And so sometimes in a meditation, you might feel like you're being really pulled in one way or backwards, or you might feel stretched, or you might feel pulled downwards. And this is the cord realigning you top to bottom and making sure your spine is in alignment and your shoulders are in alignment and your brain is in alignment. All those chakras come into effect during meditation, and it's almost like a realignment of what's going on in your DNA to try and get you connected to the source where you can really gain a better understanding of self and what your needs and goals and aspirations are, not on an external level, but on a real deep internal level. And so today I just would like to go through that process, and you might have been meditating for years, but I'd like you to just follow with me today and see if this feels a little different than what you've been doing all along. So you always want to make sure if you're sitting down that your feet are flat on the floor. That's number one important. You need to be grounded to the earth. Your hands are open upwards to the elements of the universe. And that's how we connect. We connect down, we connect up, because we come into our body. If your feet aren't flat on the floor, you need to put a pillow or something else, a cushion, in between your feet and the floor so that you can be solidly grounded. Now, if you're sitting on your bum on the floor, which a lot of people like to do as well, you need to put maybe a pillow under your behind, because when you cross your legs, a lot of times what will happen is your legs will start going a little numb, and this will take you out of your meditative state, which is not what we're looking for. We're trying to find you in a comfortable spot. Also, if you're in a chair, do not be leaning against the back. This does not allow your spine to connect in a straight manner between the center core of the earth and to God or the universe, the universal energy. So you must be sitting up straight, even move to the edge of your chair so that you can have that posture. And if you have a hard time sitting straight, know that when we get into this meditative state, you are going to feel like you're pulled more in a straight nature, because you will be grounding from the bottom to upwards. And so you will feel that. And meditating will even also help improve your posture, because as you do this, any little problems you have, maybe in your abdomen or your shoulders or along your spine or in your neck or your hips, you're going to be working that energy out. Meditation really is about healing the body, and the energy as it flows through will help break down any blockages that are in the way of helping you connect from one end to the other end. So with your feet flat on the ground or connected and your hands open, placed on your lap, I'd just like you to close your eyes. And they don't have to be tightly closed, just closed. And I want you to take a couple of breaths, breathing in and breathing out, allowing things to relax in your body, your shoulders, your arms, breathing in and breathing out, allowing your torso to relax, breathing in and breathing out, allowing your hips to relax, and your legs and your feet and your brain to relax, breathing in and breathing out. And with your eyes shut, I want you to start in the middle of your spine. And at the middle of your spine, I want you to see a solid pole. Something very solid. It could be metal, it could be wood, but something very solid. And you're going to see it moving down through your body, down through the chair, down through the floor, growing downwards to the red center core of the earth. It's going to go through the carpet, the cement pad, whatever you live in, down through the next floor. If you're on an upper floor, keep seeing it going down through all the different layers of rock and sand and clay and granite, and all the way down to that red center core of the earth. And when the solid pole reaches that red core in the middle of the earth, it's just going to embed itself in there, and it's going to hold nice and firm. And you might even feel like a little wobble in your body from the firmness when it attaches. Now that's going to stay there, and you're just going to follow the pole back up into your body through all those different layers, through the earth. You see granite and clay and sand, dirt, up through your home, through the floor, through the chair, and back into your body. And when it gets to the middle of your spine again, that pole is now going to transform into a golden light going up through your body, through the crown chakra. Now, it might be silver, it might be gold, it might be white, but it's going up, 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 up through the roof of your home, up, 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 out, out, out. It's going through the clouds, and as it gets past the clouds, you might even see it rainbow into the different colors of the chakras, going through red and yellow and orange and green and purple and blues and violet, and up, up, up it goes. It might still just be silver, and that's fine. And you can't see where it's going. You just know it's going, 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 going to infinity. And you might feel that pull I talked about in your body. You might feel like you're sitting straighter. You might feel like you're pulled to one side or the other side. This is just your aura of your body, your energy of your body being realigned with the Earth's energy from the center of the core to the universe. And that's okay. Don't fight it. Just allow it. You will stay. You will not fall over, even if it feels like you're falling over. And just allow it to realign you back to this Earth energy which is where you're supposed to be. Because when we're not in alignment with our true nature, then we are not always making the right decisions for ourselves, because we cannot connect necessarily to those decisions that need to be made. It's like you trying to have a shower outside of your shower. You can turn the water on, but it's not really going to do you any good. So being aligned with this energy will allow us to come more into ourselves and gain a better understanding of ourselves. And so as you sit in this energy and you just notice it in your body, you might feel pain in different areas of your body. You might become aware of different things going on in your body. And this is perfectly normal and perfectly fine. When we start to meditate, we become aware of many different things. For you, it might be a physical thing, or you might have some emotional feeling right now, because when we're in this state of meditation, it is so beautiful, and it is so loving, and it is so kind, and it's so heart-opening that we do feel blessed, and we feel loved, and we feel like somebody understands us. And so those might be some of the emotions that are coming up for you. So let them come. Whatever it is you're feeling, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, allow it to happen. This is your space. You get to be here and enjoy it. And it might feel uncomfortable because it's so different than what we normally are living in. But that's okay too. Allow this differentness to just envelope you and feel comfortable in its essence. Now, to gain a stronger connection, you can put the tip of your tongue behind your front top teeth by where the gum and the teeth meet. That will connect the hairline, which is the energy running through your body. And you might feel a different type of pull. And you can play a little. You can connect your thumb to your index finger and see what sensations arise, because every finger means something different. We have fingers that represent us and spirit in our relationships and our communication. So work through that. Go from thumb to index to thumb to middle finger. And notice if anything different happens there. And thumb to ring finger. And thumb to pinky. And there might be one that you want to stay with because you can feel there's a strong connection and something there that you know you need to help move out of your body, or something you feel you need to move into your body. But try and stay centered as you do this. Become aware of what's going on in your body as you do this. The one other thing I have not mentioned about meditating is it's important to find a space that you can call your own to meditate. It's not best to meditate in your bed, because what we do is we build an energetic connection to that space. And so then when we go to bed, we will have a meditative energetic connection in that space. So what I found is I actually have a meditation pillow in my bedroom that I sit on. In the past, I've sat in spots in my bedroom that are more kind of in the corner or off to one side. And I find as my body goes into that space, it already does that down to the core of the earth and up to the universe before I even sit cross-legged. I'm already connected in, because my body knows and craves that energy of reconnecting with spirit. And it takes me there immediately. And you too can build that energy in at one spot in your house. Not your sofa where you entertain. That's probably not a good spot because you do not want to go into a meditated state when you're having company over. So try and pick a spot that isn't somewhere you normally sit or somewhere someone else doesn't normally sit. So as you're getting used to this energy and feeling the insides of your body and your mind and your spirit, and getting to know another sense of yourself, there are other layers of this. You can do this before a guided visualization so you can get the most out of it. If you're dealing with a problem, you can set that as your question for your meditation, almost like a mantra. I remember asking to feel more love in my life, and that was just my mantra. I kept repeating, I'd like to offer and feel more love in my life. I like to offer and feel more love in my life. And I repeated it every day in my meditation. Or I'd like to be more thoughtful, or I'd like to be more anything. If there's something you feel you're not being enough of. Or you can just ask for answers. Can you please help me with this problem? And wait and listen. Now, when I come out of a meditation, I always do a quick prayer of thanks. And that might feel right for you too. If it does, you can do that now. And take a big breath in and a big breath out. And you can wiggle your fingers and toes. And you can slowly open your eyes. And I just have a little reading here I'd like to share with you today as you're coming back into the space, into your room. Listen to your inner voice. Our inner voice, that quiet guide within, will lead us along our path, will help us create our destiny, will keep us in harmony. So much stress comes from not listening, not trusting our inner voice. So much confusion comes from trying to act before we have heard, before we are guided. So much pain comes when we deny what that voice is saying, when we try to run from it or make it go away. We wonder how we can trust ourselves. The better question is, how can we not trust ourselves? Our rage, anger, and most bitter resentments occur when we trust others rather than ourselves. Yes, sometimes prompting can come from outside of ourselves. The universe is alive, magical, responsive, and will guide us on our way. But the answer must always resonate, must always ultimately come from that place within, our heart, our soul, our inner voice. Sometimes we need to listen to others until we become impassionate enough to hear and trust ourselves. It takes practice, the quiet practice of listening, until we learn how to hear ourselves, then interrupt what we hear. It is neither wasted time nor incidental to our lives to learn to hear ourselves, to learn to tune into our hearts and soul. That's part of the reason we're here, part of our destiny, our mission, and our purpose. Our best work, our finest moments, our joy happens when we're centered, listening to and trusting ourselves, allowing our heart and soul to guide us. They happen when we allow ourselves to fully, completely, and in love, be who we are. And so as you continue practicing this meditation, you will find that when you go into those spontaneous meditations, washing the dishes or driving the car, you're not zoned out. You are getting information that is of a higher purpose for your being. Answers to things that may be troubling you, or answers to new things in your life that you're looking for. So I wish you well, and happy meditation.